is impacting 1 in 7 Aussie women, but endometriosis is still widely misunderstood.
Yeah, and Endometriosis Australia is hoping to change that, launching its first program to support employees with this disease. And for more, we're joined by Endometriosis Australia's ambassadors Sophie Dillman and Julie Snook. Sophie, great to see you. Actually, it's great to see both of you. Can I just say?
Lovely to see you
lovely
guys.
to see you. Sophie, I mean, working in the public eye as you have, I mean, it's a big thing to actually come out and talk about this. Do you mind if I ask how it impacted your life?
Yeah, it's been really tough to manage, especially in something like the public eye. And being an actor, it's not like you have a daily job that is the same every day, and it's not as forgiving as other jobs. Like if you can't get to a set, they'll pick someone else. So you've got to be really on top of it. But at the same time, this disease is very unforgiving. So you have to sort of balance that as best you can. Yeah. You know.
Julie, for you, your background is obviously in news, which is known for being very fast-paced, intense. What difficulties did you face with endometriosis and dealing with it in such a hectic workplace?
I think I'm probably a bit luckier than Soph because I could always hide behind a desk, so you couldn't actually see the full frame. But it is that juggle, and it is so unforgiving, as Soph said. And I think for me, something that I'm so passionate about is the mental toll of this condition. Yep. Yes, every day we're battling the internal pain and everything that comes with that, but mentally there is so much of a challenge as well, because as women we feel like our bodies are letting us down and we're not doing what they should be. And then professionally we're out there chasing our careers, trying to do the very best we can to get ahead, and yet sometimes the body doesn't want to play with the mind either. So look, it's a real juggle, and it's such a privilege that we can be sitting here in our roles as ambassadors for Endometriosis Australia talking about this and continuing to raise the profile and continuing to have these conversations.
You're absolutely right. I think it's great that we are having these conversations now as a society, both men and women, because there are guys out there, if you think you don't know someone with endo, look harder.
Yes.
You know, because so many of my friends have been going through this, Soph, and I didn't know you were, and we've been, you know, we've known each other for a while as well. You know, I guess the flexibility of an actor in a workplace is different to people who have to do a 9 to 5 or have a, you know, do shift work. What advice are we what message are we giving out there for employers to help their employees when they're going through this?
Well, I think the most important part for this, and we were discussing this before, is someone like an actor or someone who doesn't always have a 9 to 5, they're probably really scared to speak up if they're in pain or need some help. So this Endo Thrive campaign is so important because it means that we can put the onus back on the employers to understand conditions like this and be more open to conversations where we need flexibility. Yeah. In another life, I'm a nurse as well, so doing shift work and being on your feet on all hours and talking and doing really physical labour sometimes and all that sort of stuff is really difficult and hard to juggle, and being able to go to your employer and say, hey, I need this change. I need to be able to wear something where I can wear a hot water bottle. I need this flexibility because I have an appointment. I need all of this sort of stuff is really, really important. And that's why it's so important for employees to reach out and use this Endo Thrive campaign and educate and be understanding and just learn.
Gosh, I wish this was around when I had my endo surgery in 2019 and I was working at Extra in the States and nobody knew what it was. And I felt like it was something I was making up at that time. And it's so nice to have this awareness and have these conversations and have you beautiful women speaking out about it. But what does someone do if they're not getting that support from their workplace?
It's such a tricky question because, you know, what we're urging workplaces to get on board with this pilot program, Endo Thrive. We want people to sign up, and what that means is that you can come into your workplace and know that you're supported, know that you've got that comfort there. Incredibly, the numbers around this, $9.7 billion annually, this disease is costing the Australian workforces. That's a huge number. This is not just one workplace that we're talking about. This is a national issue. So it's not a difficult thing for workplaces to sign up to this program, to be educated, to educate their staff, men and women, no matter what walk of life you're from, to gain an understanding of what your colleagues, your sisters, your wives, your girlfriends, your friends are going through, and to just offer them that support. So if Soph's coming in having a bad day or she needs a quieter day, we know that we can support her in the appropriate way.
So if someone's like, you're obviously going to lean on your friends, you know, we all know people have gone through what Renee's gone through, where you feel like everyone's gaslighting or no one knows what they're talking about. I've had friends of mine go through that as well. If your employer's not helping you out, who do you lean on, Soph?
I mean, I lean on my friends and family a lot. My partner, Paddy, is the best. He carries a hot water bottle in his car. He has an electric hot water bottle in a backpack when we're on set. And when I was on set, I had...
He's a good one.
He's a good egg.
He's a good one.
keeper.
Yeah.
And my sister has really bad endometriosis as well. Her husband is incredible. Our families are incredible. And it's really important to speak up and advocate for yourself. If your workplace isn't somewhere that you feel comfortable, you need to be able to be brave and reach on the people around you, your friends and family, to encourage yourself to be able to go forward and say, hey, this is something, and I guarantee you in your workplace you are not the only person suffering. There are so many others, and the moment someone is brave enough to say this is what I'm suffering with, so many other hands will be put up.
Good point.
Sure. And Julie, I know, I mean, I was told big time that it would impact fertility. It was something I was always really scared about, and I'm sure you were too, suffering from endometriosis for so long, but you had a baby.
I did have a baby. Almost
3 this year?
3
Yeah.
this year.
He's a
3
big
in
boy.
Oh, look at him. He was so
delicious.
much easier to manage there.
Toddlers. Wow, no one prepares you for that.
Yeah, no, I have been very blessed with a happy, healthy, very busy little boy. So I do think I'm one of the lucky ones. It's not easy for everyone. But having these conversations, supporting women the best way we can, and putting everything in place to make this process that little bit more manageable, I think is so important in helping everyone through their journey, no matter what stage we're at.
It's such a great message. Thank you, all
It
three of you,
is.
for sharing your stories, really, and
Thank
so
you
many
for
people out there who are doing the same. Also, just selfishly, I just loved catching up with both of you.
Yes.
It was really good to see you both again. You're both great humans.
Thank you,
Thanks,
ladies.
team.